All right, I'm back for round five. Round five. We're 2-2, so his prospects aren't good of making the top 8. I think this is a mulligan. I'm not gonna keep a 5-lander. Just too many lands. This is fine. We're gonna put back the basic planes. Opponent does have a companion, which I should probably look at before I make a decision. Karuga. Interesting. Okay. We're on the draw here. The only annoying thing about being on the draw like this, at least it doesn't have the turn 1 thing is, like, we'll probably play Kavu, but you get Prismatic Ending. Oh, no, we get Monkey. Monkey into Ren 6 is pretty bad. He doesn't have Ren 6 because he's playing Karuga, so that's a plus. So we'll go Monkey into Prismatic Ending or Bolt. Sorry, sometimes I forget about Karuga. I always just think of, oh, Karuga, Omnath deck, like Ren 6, but obviously you can't play spells that are less than 3 mana, so... I could have gone... Yeah, there's an argument. I could still get Overgrown Tomb on turn 2, in case, in that way I can get a blue source. There could have been an argument to go red-blue and then get green-black, but I think I want... yeah, no, I think I like what I did, because there's a chance he doesn't have removal here, and then I can just hold up Reprieve, and even now I can untap and Reprieve a Solitude or something. Okay, good. All right, so now we got options. He's just not going to do anything. I'm just going to hold up Reprieve, I think. Don't use that. Because the thing is, like, I want to play Kavu, but I kind of want to hold up Reprieve for his 3-drop. But maybe that's, like, playing too conservatively, because then he just, like, plays Ring on turn 4, and I just, like, lose. Was he most likely to play Teferi, and then Reprieve is dead? I think I'm going to Reprieve this. I don't want to have Ice. Fire Ice is useless. He's got to have a pretty good hand if he's not trying to kill my monkey. Maybe this is not correct. It's too conservative. Now it's just like you just jam Kavu. I just think against a Teferi, it's not great. I don't think it doesn't seem like he has a Solitude or a Fury, or else he would have used it. Could have Binding still. Really thinking about this one. I would have thought he would bind it, though. Usually you don't just eat the hit from Ragavan if you can avoid it. Okay. Yeah. Just as we thought. That means he's got no Fire and Ice in hand, no Solitude. His hand's probably like Ring, Omnath, things like that. Okay, Binding is very good, actually. Let's attack first. Still no Solitude. So I'm expecting Ring here. Fury. Could hard cast his Fury, but I don't want to do that. Because I want to be able to... Oh, we actually have enough mana to double spell and hold up Binding, so that's exactly what we're going to do. He doesn't play Dress Down main deck. I guess if he plays Dress Down main deck, then I just lose, but I think it's unlikely. Oh, no, he can't because of Karuga. Sorry, I keep forgetting about Karuga. So we have 1 mana open for Binding. And we can bind the Ring in response. If he has Omnath, we can bind in response too. So I'm making him in a good position. If he just goes to very bounce, then that's fine, but he's still like pretty far behind. I'm expecting Ring here. Okay. Just not expecting this, so he's gonna go Omnath plus Ring. There's 1 turn spell. Really not expecting the Fires of Invention deck. Karuga deck. Okay. It's a problem, I guess. I mean, I guess Fire's Mensch is good. Crazy thing is, like, we can still lose this with Fire's Invention. Because he can just go Omnath or Second Ring here. No, you already cast a second spell, so I guess he can't. Still not in the clear yet, though. But we can loot away these lands. That's exactly what we're going to do. It's good for us. Scion. Okay. I mean, if he has Omnath, he'll gain some life, but hopefully I'm far enough ahead that doesn't matter, and hopefully he doesn't have another ring in hand. Wasn't expecting Fires of Invention. Teferi. Bounce Binding, get the ring back. Oh, yeah, I knew he had Teferi in hand. So maybe I was supposed to bounce Fires of Invention. Ugh, I don't know. This is bad for me. Now I'm just going to lose because he's just going to get protection again. Yeah, that was such... Oh, he didn't bounce the Binding. Does he have another ring? Why would... He must have another ring in hand. Right? Must have the natty second ring that he can play without paying mana. Okay. That's his second spell. I'm very confused by this line that he took. Is he going to try to the binding on his turn, maybe? Yeah, that's probably what he's doing. To get the ring back. What? Oh. So... Yeah, he's probably going to my binding to get his ring back. To get protection from everything. Bolt Teferi. He binds... If I Bolt Teferi, I don't have another white source to bind the ring again. Binds the ring. I can bind it again. And then Bolt Teferi. Okay, I think we're going to loot away this Nacatl. Oh, he can't cast spells on my turn, right? Wait, did I misclicked there. What? I guess, did I misclick? I thought I was attacking him. What the fuck? All right, well now we might lose because of that. Like, what? I don't understand it. I don't understand what just happened. Yeah, it would have been 7 damage to him. What the fuck? Okay, maybe I'm missing something, that there's something I don't know, but what is this deck? Like, I should have done 7 to him that turn, and I would have had almost lethal. What the fuck is this deck doing? Okay, now I drew a stub, so easy. I guess he's just like desperate. Like, I'm very confused by these lines. So now I can stub. I think we should still win this. Right? Because that's a second spell each turn. What? I don't understand what turn he's on. Like, what is this deck? Is it just taking like the infinite turns deck? Do I just lose? I guess so. He gets the ring back. That's so frustrating. I should have done like I think I misclicked and I was trying to attack him. I don't know why I was thinking why I like misclicked and didn't attack Teferi. I don't know what my opponent is doing. But like he should already been dead. You just have another time. Yeah, like this is such I'm so confused by his lines. And what oh, he played it without playing the mana cost. Okay, let's just think for a second. We're gonna loot something. Let's play. Let's get a second red source. We can't with this land because I just played that because I'm an idiot. Okay, that's fine. Let's play our Scion. Let's loot this Triome. Loot something away. Let's attack player. I can't believe I fucked that up last turn. I'm actually so mad at myself. Like I'm still confused this like what it was that I just did. I don't know. This is such a weird game, and I don't know what this deck is. Yeah, so obviously the game would have been over if I attacked face, or maybe he took would have taken a different line. Maybe he's just not playing binding. I don't know, or it's just like slow rolling it to get the ring back. He's got so many cards in hand, but so do I. Whatever, I'm just gonna go through this turn. I don't know what he's doing. Do I just lose now? Is he gonna like now miss 2 removal spells? Does he have another? Can another time walk? He's dead to top deck bolt or tribal flames. He's almost dead to that. Could dash, monkey, shock this to 2. Shock this to 2, dash monkey. Maybe hit a fire off the top. If I don't, then I guess I'm dead to fire if I do that. So let's start here. Red, white, dash monkey. Maybe I don't need a dash at all here. I think this is fine. No, wait. This maybe wasn't smart. Exile Misty. Play Scion. Play Nacatl. Was that smart to dash monkey? Put him at 1, so he's got unlimited lands though. And he can play everything for free. Maybe that wasn't smart. Maybe I just lose now. I'm so confused by this game, but mostly I'm just confused what happened when that turn I somehow swung everything out to Teferi, which was obviously made no sense. I guess I just spaced in the moment and misclicked. Hope I don't lose this game because of that. My opponent just loses now. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, really weird game. I think I won. Yeah, okay. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what my opponent's doing, but they look like kind of like a control deck feel like Fluster's probably good. Maybe Tear Asunder is good for that card, and they have Binding too, probably. Teferi could be good too, actually. What is not good though? I don't know. They have Fury, so something like this. Maybe this is too much interaction. No, I think it's fine. Yeah, I was just so confused by what his deck is trying to do. Okay, I think we keep this. We don't have a ton of threats, but my opponent also can't really do much in the first few turns, so. What a weird, what a weird game, weird deck. I assume he has Binding in his deck. I don't know how you play Kruger deck without Binding. Fluster, they could try to ice me. Fluster's useful. There's no threat they can play. So worth shocking in Fluster? Maybe. I guess there's not really anything they're going to play turn 2. Yeah, so this is where it might be a little tougher because they could just go turn 3 to Teferi, and I don't have a great play. Could also argue to go Sacred Foundry turn 1, just bolt. Just bolt him with the Tribal Flames in hand. Maybe that's a better play. Yeah, I mean, I figure he's just going to try to, like, ice me or something here. I guess we just can't jam Kavu into Teferi, and you just live with it. And I can bolt Teferi the following turn, and hold up Reprieve. That's what the line is. Of course, there's a world where he doesn't have turn 3 Teferi, but maybe it's not this world. I feel like it's a requirement to have turn 3 Teferi if you play an Omnath deck. And I can't get black with this, so... It's gonna be obvious what I'm doing, but I think that's okay. Eventually we'll get to the point where we can play Kavu with Fluster up. But I'm just expecting Ring or Fire's Dimension or whatever that was. Here. If he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Good beats. He should play around it, though, if he's smart. But that's fine, because I can play Kavu next turn. We'll just reprieve that. Yeah, if you have Spell Pierce or whatever, you don't have Spell Pierce. You could have Dispute. Okay, so do I want to just get the Triome now? No, I think I'm going to go red-green, hold up Fluster. If he tries like Narset plus Daze me, that's what he's trying to do, then I'll just bind his Narset. If he goes Ring, I can bind it. Or can I? Oh no, maybe I can with how I tapped. Another Teferi. It's very annoying. Like, dude, stop. Stop with the Teferis. Stop with the Teferi time walks. This is like I was saying. I feel like it's a requirement to have. It's kind of annoying that... It's actually very annoying that this is... I guess I already have red. I want to get second red source, but we have to get this. I don't know how I win this game. So, red. Let's think about what we want to do here. We only have one red source, so we want to deploy everything. We could bind the Teferi. That's like bad though if he has binding in his deck, and he could go Narset Daze. But I think we're just okay with that if we have a lot of pressure on board. So I think we're gonna do this. Doesn't really make a difference, I guess, because I can't bind anything. Is there a world where I play this? Do I need this? I could loot it away to cycle it. I'm worried he's gonna... He can't Narset plus Daze me next turn, right? Because he needs more mana for it. Or can he? He might be able to, so I'm worried that I'll lose these lands, but that's actually okay because I have a lot. Yeah, we haven't done any damage to him, so maybe we were playing this too carefully with Reprieve. I'm not sure. This is like a really weird deck. I don't understand what he's doing entirely, but just having multiple Teferis is so annoying. Like, I'm guessing he's going to try Days Undoing me, but if he does that, then I still have a lot of pressure on board. Still on a 2-turn clock. Okay. So first spell. Ring. Time Warp. Okay. That's kind of annoying. So it's really the second Teferi that saved him here. Yeah, so now he's going to Narset plus Days Undoing me. That's probably what he's looking for. Oh my god, dude, just stop with the stupid Time Warps. But now he can just... So maybe this is like there's some combo here. Now he can like bounce things with Teferi, just keep finding Time Warps. Play Karuga next turn. Could I have binded Fires of Invention on my turn? Did I have a way to do that? Did I miss that line? Was Fires down before? When did he play Fires of Invention? I don't think it was. I don't know. Maybe if I missed that line, I missed that line. That's like a big deal. Like, obviously, I should have just binded the Fires. So he's got the ring now. I do have double binding, so we can bind Fires plus the ring. Unless he just like discards my whole hand. Yep. Please stop with the time walks. Dude, come on. What is this deck? Maybe Fluster's not good against a deck with a lot of Planeswalkers and stuff. Yeah, Fluster's probably not good. And I just need to bring in like Tear Asunder. Is this just like, is he in combo? Is this it? Do I lose now? All right, we got a turn. So I want to use double binding. So I think first I want to bind the ring, the Fires. First, I want to play Scion. Can't do anything on my turn, so. Then I'm going to attack him. Probably won't block. Do I attack Teferi? Do I attack Narset? I think I just attack him. Then we discard a card to draw a card. Don't care about this Triome, I don't think. Oh, I can only draw one card each turn. That was stupid. Oh my god. Love it. You love to see it. Yeah. Bind Fires. Bind the ring. He probably has another one. If I bind Fires now, he can cast something on my turn, which isn't great. Combine the Fury. How's he most likely to win this? Bounce and then like Daze. So that would be a reason to bind Narset, but he probably has another one. Could have another Fires. This could be a punt. I haven't seen binding yet. Maybe he's just not playing binding with this mana base. And that was expected. Do you have a third Time Warp? You do. Oh, I'm just dead. All right, GG. I just missed the line. Yeah, I didn't realize he had lethal with Hall of Storm Giants. Okay. Again, I don't know what his deck is. But I guess it's like a Pioneer deck that he's winning in Modern with. Or, got blown out there. So I don't think Fluster's good. We have the Tear Asunders. I think we just bring the Brawlers back in. Travel Flames could also be good, actually. Is that better than Brawler? Maybe we trim one Brawler, one Travel Flames, because we're on the play. Something like this. My goal is for him to, for once, not have turn 3 Teferi. But now we're on the play, so we got more options. So far, he hasn't shown Binding, which means like I don't know what spells he has for early removal besides like Fire Ice and Dead Gone, which are not that good against my deck. And Fury, I guess. Hand's bad. No threats. And is not great, but okay. It's just weak to a turn 3, you know, to Teferi, but put back Savai. Yeah, so I'd rather have a 1-drop. I don't think I can mulligan this hand. It's just like you can swing, you know, he could Fury Scion and then, or Ice Scion and then play Teferi, bounce it, and I've gotten like nowhere. So that's just the way it goes sometimes, though. I wonder if I could play that game better. I guess I missed that he would have lethal, so I should have I could have Tribal Flames, maybe the not attacked Tribal Flames, the Fury, then bind. I don't think I had red mana to do that, to bind. So I guess it's he can't ice me, never mind. Okay, kind of useless here. So let's go get red-white here. My Marsh Flats. Yeah, I'm not sure how to fight this deck. I don't even know if he's playing Omnath. Like, I'm just so... I guess he's not with his mana base, so I'm just, like, confused. Maybe Veil is good in this, because you can, like, Veil a Teferi. No, you can't Veil a Teferi. Well, you could, but he'll just tick up, which isn't the greatest exchange. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Veil. Yeah, so I'm expecting turn 3 Teferi. I really like a stub here. Yeah, it's not a stub. Dash, Monkey. He could have Dead or Gone. I guess we just triple spell, probably. Or double spell, I mean. Attack with Scion. Get second white because of binding, double binding. Again, he could just have Dead here and use it, and that's bad for me, but I don't think like holding on to Monkey is that useful. Maybe it is. I could dash it. I just want to apply pressure. He has Dead. He's got Dead. He does. So maybe I was supposed to just hold up binding here. But then my thought is he just bounces Teferi, or bounces the creature. I guess I should have played around Dead and just held up binding and dash Monkey. Yeah. And of course he's always got to have the turn 3 Teferi. Dude, stop. 3 cards in hand. So yeah, I think playing the Monkey was bad there. But another hand got it out of his hand. Am I gonna bind this Teferi? I guess I might. I guess it's bad if he has a second Teferi, but if he has second Teferi, he has to spend the whole turn to get it back. Do I care about my life total here? Like really aggressively shocking. Probably should. Maybe binding Teferi is a bad exchange. Maybe I shouldn't care about Teferi, but I want to be able to instant speed something. I mean, it's bad if he has second Teferi, but I don't know. He's got multiple Teferis every game. At some point, you got to stop having Teferis. But I also think it's bad. It's better if he has like Ring or something, because I want the instant speed. Dude, stop having. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Okay, so now I just got blown out because he just time walked me. Like that was the most punishing play because he drew 2 cards. Yeah, so that was the blowout line. I should have just not done that. Maybe. Okay. We're just going to jam, I think. He could go Ring or Fires of Invention or whatever. I could bind the Teferi again. Oh, not how I tapped. Damn it. Fuck. So I guess I wasn't supposed to play Monkey there, and maybe it was just too... Usually the lesson is never bind Teferi. But at some point he's going to run out of Teferis. But he drew 2 cards off that, so that's just a bad... It's so bad for me. And now he can probably just go like Fires plus like Time Walk plus whatever, and I just lose. Usually I ignore Teferi, but in this weird deck... I'm so frustrated at this. I'm just so frustrated right now. Like... Okay, he doesn't have Fires. He probably doesn't have Ring, or else that was just a waste of a Time Walk. He draws a card. Does he have another one? Our set, Days Undoing. Looking for it. Oh, Fire Ice. Okay, it's not as scary. Like something other than Binding, honestly. Probably Ice the Kavu. Could kill Teferi here. Do I care about Teferi? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't care about Teferi, but I think I do for once in my life. Just to hold up these 2 bindings in case he gets the Ring. But that could be incorrect, because I'm not doing much damage to him. He's basically a control deck. I could have binded to not let him do that. That might have been smart, actually. Use one of these bindings so that he can't brainstorm. See what he reveals. Yeah, I'm just not playing tight. I'm like frustrated. Yeah. I mean, I think if I lose this game, this one's on me, because that line, it was risky, but I guess I was just like, oh, he's not going to have multiple Teferi in his top 10 cards again, and he did, so. Okay, he gets the Ring, which I can bind. Does get protection. Okay. See if he tries to tap right away. Yeah. Of course, it's bad if he just gets another Teferi. Just maybe what he has. Okay. Okay, we'll kill Narsat. Do we want to loot one of these away? I kind of like this hand. Could be correct to try to loot this away to find something else. To find like a stub or something. I just hope he doesn't have another Teferi in hand. That's like, I guess, the worst for me. Okay. Please don't have another Teferi. Okay, Karuga, it's not that scary. Maybe I don't need to do this bolt now. Do I have lethal? He can't cast spells on my turn. This is his second spell, right? He can't cast one more spell? Well, I guess I'll just wait. There's no reason not to upkeep this, or just do it in my main phase. Did we get there? We might have got there. Weird game. Very weird game. Okay, stub's useful. All right, very close game, not very cleanly played. Lesson learned always is never Leyline Binding at Teferi for the you get blown out. I think I wasn't playing. I should have played around Fire Ice and just not played Ragavan. Not giving him a chance to, or not Fire Ice, but Dead Gone. Not giving him a chance to Gone. But we ended up getting there, so we're now 3-2. Again, we've got 2 more rounds left, so we'll probably hoping to get to 5-2 and see if we can make top 16 with that. I don't think we can make top 8 at this point, but we'll see. Okay, we are back for round 6. Sitting at 3-2. Hopefully we can get a win here. This hand is bad because it doesn't have any threats. It's only like interaction. So we want some threats. This hand's better. It's gonna be keep. Keep. Do I want to mulligan Binding or Tribal Flames? Let's mulligan. We also don't know what deck we're against. The only case where mulliganing Binding is bad. Maybe we'll mulligan a Bolt just in case we're against a deck. Actually, let's look real quick. All right, looks like we're against Creativity on the play. So there's an argument to they go turn 3 Teferi, then Tribal Flames kind of dead. So let's put back Tribal Flames. I think they're most likely on Creativity. Could be wrong. We want the 1-man interaction for Creativity. As good as Tribal Flames is to close out a game, I think I'd rather have the 1-man interaction. Also, Binding's good in case they have Binding. So they usually do. See if I am in fact correct. Not Creativity. Basic Island. Weird. Could have Spell Snare. This is most likely to be Merfolk. Kavu's bad against Merfolk. Let's just go Scion. I mean, it could also just be some other deck, like Omnath or something, and they just happen to have Basic Island in hand for whatever reason. He's no Ren 6 turn 2, though, so I'm not really sure what they're doing. Living End, maybe? Basic Island is weird. Living End, too. It is Living End with Basic Island. So I obviously regret playing Kavu, but I didn't know what my opponent was on. Or regret playing Scion. Because Kavu would be able to exile things from their graveyard, but now, and Kavu would be able to dig too. Now we're kind of in trouble though. So we need a stub. Yeah, I guess I should know. He's probably looking for grief or something. I do like to see him shocking. Okay, so we've got land. So if we dash, what does Dashing Monkey accomplish, right? Dash Monkey takes 6, and then if he Living Ends, which word is not applying enough pressure. Right, but the alternative is to just play. I think I like this play. Do 6. The alternative is like play stuff, but so far he hasn't a grief. He could turn 3 grief me, and then, you know, good for him. But I want to just like go really wide, and then he has it. But I still want to apply enough pressure to finish him if he doesn't have it. And I think this is the correct line to do that. Exile Watery Grave. So here we could jam Kavu, but I'm just going to wait. He goes Living End. I mean, a very big Living End, and we have Binding and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. So we'll have Monkey and Kavu to rebuild. Hope he just doesn't have grief. got a lot of cards in hand though, so he probably does. Yep. Probably the correct play is to bind the Grief Bolt face, so he has to put one of these in the graveyard. Probably puts Ragavan in the graveyard. I mean, he still has a pretty big living end. I think that was the correct line there. Otherwise, he just takes like a bolt or something. Yeah. So let's see if he has it. Usually he has it, you know, turn 3, living end is the norm. Yep. Yep. So it's pretty small living end though. Might be able to, nah, I probably can't fight through it. I can last a couple turns though. Architects, it's unfortunate, but I didn't have a way to not do that. Still think that was better because Ragavan can at least chump something. Chump the Ent, although he can give the Ent trample, so it'll chump something. Assuming he's gonna give me a land. Obviously, I saw Basic Island, and I looked up this guy's thing, and I didn't see, you know, if I'd been more aggressive and wasn't more, like worried about the matchup for Basic Island, then I could have just played Kavu, and I could have exiled something like one of these, like probably the Oliphant from his graveyard or the Architects or something, so his living end would have been even smaller. So that would have helped me. I would have actually been able to exile 2 cards from his graveyard. So his living end would have been like very small. So that would have been a superior line. But again, I didn't know. I saw Basic Island, and when I see Basic Island, I don't think living end. But I know I guess some lists are doing it. I don't remember if mine was. Okay, Bolt is interesting. So we could Bolt Architects. How do we not die this turn? I guess the real question. We just have to play Kavu. And just like take a ton of damage. See if he attacks with everyone. Maybe he tries to get his Grief back. Because I could have bolted Architect there, but I don't think that's the correct play. Or, no, I couldn't have bolted Street Wraith when he killed it. So let's see what he does. Okay, it's just going for it. Thinking about it. I guess he can gain life with food token. He shouldn't attack with everyone, I don't think, unless he's got an outburst or something, maybe. Let's see what he does here. Gives the Architect trample. Okay. Fine with me. So, I take 3. 6 is 9. 14, 19. If he goes outburst and I block here, 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 5. Yeah, so I think I just block, right, because I can't take 19, but I think I just block on here. Seems like the correct play. I think if it makes sense to trade with Oliphant. I don't think it does. Block here, trade with the Oliphant, and take 1, 4. No, I don't think I'm going to. He could have Force in hand, and maybe that's why he took this line. Yeah. Sure. Still doesn't have lethal, though. 6 plus 7 plus 4. Still not dead. Let's see his whole deck. Right, unless I did math. Oh, I guess I did the math wrong then. I thought I wasn't dead to Outburst. So he's playing like the weird one with the black land cyclers. Huh. Did I just do Bath badly? 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 4 is 17. I thought I was at 19. Does this have trample? It doesn't. What did I do wrong? 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 6 is 17. I thought I was I not at 19? Maybe I was at 17. Okay. So I did the math wrong. I should have just blocked the Oliphant there, obviously. It is what it is. Living End, turn 3, Living End, game 1. So we do have answers for this matchup. Just take out the stuff that's bad. Keep the stuff that's good. It's generally the strategy here. Travel Flames is good, but they have force, so something like this. Yeah. So I guess I did the math wrong. Could have lived one more turn there. I probably wasn't winning though, realistically. Yeah. So if I'd played Kavu, I thought it could be Merfolk, and that would be really bad to play Kavu, or it could be someone holding up Spell Snare. I guess those are uncommon matchups, so I should have just been like, most likely he's playing Living End. And it's good. We keep. I'm gonna play Ragavan. Obviously, you could say, "Oh, hold up, Veil," but I think it's really obvious if I'm doing that, so I'm gonna just play Ragavan. You could have Fury in the sideboard, so be it. So we probably want to go red, blue, green, white, so we can hold up Fluster and play Nacatl. Sure. Hopefully we can draw into some action. Hopefully it doesn't grief me. Don't grief me, bro. I guess a Triome, too. It's very mysterious. He must have what he needs in hand. Shardless. Oh, I could cast it. So we're just gonna get. We could try to limit our life loss here, but I think we're just gonna do this. Again, we got the Veil for grief. We've got the Fluster for the thing. I'm confused what his plan is here. Is he just trying to play fair, maybe? No Fury, it looks like. Okay, well, now we got everything. So we draw into any action, though. It's a decent clock. Is that 10? Another shard list, which I don't want to cast. Okay. Obviously, he's going to know something's up. But I'm assuming he's going to strike, like, I don't know what he's going to do. We've got a good clock. There's Riverwinder. Again, if he just tries to play fair, then we've got a lot of answers. So is he going to just try to go Living Out with 2 creatures, maybe? He's probably got multiple in hand, so he's going to be like, all right, I'll do this. So he goes grief. So it's nice to hit 2 of his Cascade spells. Right, he's going to have a really bad time then. See if he outbursts me with this. I don't care. Trying to think what I need matters. I'm assuming he's going to try to do 2, but I still have 2 counters in hand. So probably has Force in hand. So we choose a Fluster. What? He brought in Leyline Binding? What is this deck? Right? That's from his deck. So he's playing some really weird mana base then. Like, you don't... Why would you play Leyline Binding? Okay. So let's just think about this. He could have Force of Vigor, so he could blow up my treasure tokens. So do I even need to play a Brawler here? I don't think I do. I think I just wait. Like, I don't know what his plan is here. Hardcast Curator. I'm so surprised. Like, I don't understand the Leyline Binding unless he's just trying to play fair. Okay. Let's look at the rest of his yard first, actually. Cure, and Foundation Breaker. Okay, Force. All right. Good. Flusterstorm, good. Reprieve, good. All right, now we're on the draw, so it's, of course, much harder. Game 3 against Living End on the draw. Always tough. Seems bad to Grief, but I think you gotta keep it. You at least can't take both. 4 lands is not where we want to be at, though. Yeah, this is just tough on the draw. So if I go turn 2 Rest in Peace, he has Force, I probably just lose. But I think with 2 hate cards and Kavu, I think we have to go with it. Okay, so put Ragavan on board. Red, white. Oh, God, I can't, though. Can't and hold up blue mana. Oh, red, blue, green, black. But then I don't have white mana to cast Rest in Peace. Wow. What a tough world we live in. If I go Savai Triome, next turn I can go Ragavan plus hold up stub. Not great. I really want to get the Ragavan down turn 1, but it's just so risky because I can't hold up stub. Right? If this was green white, then I could do it. I think we go Triumph turn 1, turn 2, Ragavan, hold up stub, and then just pray. Watch us draw it like a land, and then I'll just feel so dumb. Okay. So let's think about this. Let's just say he has Force in hand, and he has Outburst. Then I lose with stub. If he has Force in hand, I lose no matter what. But he has to have exactly Force plus Outburst, so we just go Monkey here. It's just bad if I, like he has to have exactly Outburst plus Force Negation. I don't know. I'm just not feeling good about this one. He didn't cycle anything last turn, which is exciting, because at least it'll be a small Living End then. So obviously small Living End, but now I can jam Rest in Peace Just trying to get the counter out of my hand. I think if I want probably blue-red here. Very weird hand. He obviously has a bunch of like counters in hand and stuff. Does he have a force though? Oh, he gets shardless. I guess that's good for him. And can block. I guess that's why I did that. You have force. Okay. Not in terrible shape because he hasn't filled his graveyard at all. Could argue to wait to attack there because I just fill his graveyard, but I don't know. Weird game. Maybe I didn't play that optimally. Like now if he outbursts, I don't care. He gets one creature and I just double spell. It's only bad if he gets exactly like Grief. But he would have used Grief already. So what does he have in hand? Another Shardless maybe? Okay. Again, this is not really that big a deal. I do care about my life total, but we just double spell here. So let's do this right. Maybe there's an argument not to overcommit, but he's used 3 Cascade spells already. Right? Force, pitch, force. I mean, he could just go Living End again, but like, how many Cascade spells do you have in your top whatever? Dude, what is this game? This tech. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, again, maybe I just got played by this, and I should have, you know, this was just his better line. He's gonna try to race me now. I should just, maybe the correct play was just let that Living End resolve and let the troll go and then play Rest in Peace and with stub up. But then he has a troll on board. Maybe just Living Ends again to wipe the board. Okay, so he's got 1 Living End left in the deck if he plays 4 of them. He could only play 3 though. I think we just go all in here. Like he can wipe the, again, he could be playing 4, but not all lists are playing 4. So we'll see. If he can use it to wipe the board, but then he's out of Living Ends, and then we're just both in top deck mode, but I have a companion. Weird game. Yeah, so maybe it was smart to let him get the troll in play, but I don't know if it was. See if he has another, or he's going to hard cast like Curator or something. Makes sense. Maybe he has like 2 cyclers in his hand, and then he's got another Cascade spell. Wraith, okay. So I am dead very soon. Not yet. Okay, so loot away land. Let's think about what we attack with. Scion can't be blocked. Do we just attack with Scion? And then Kavu could block here. So we want at least, we don't want to die to a removal spell. This can't be blocked, so 3. So we'll force the chump. That's, I think, what we'll do. Attack with Kavu plus Scion. Right, because if I attack with everything, he can block here, here. Well, let's just think for a second. So if I attack with Scion, he can't block. Maybe that's the smart play, just attack with Scion and then wait. He's on 2-turn clock. However, if I do attack with Kavu, he's got trample, so he's got it. He's probably trades here, and maybe he's trying to set up for another living end, but then they're in the graveyard. If I attack with Brawler, it's also trample. So he blocks here. So he's most likely to block. He can't block here, so he can trade here, trade here, trade here. So he can basically trade his whole board, but I have Scion on board. Right, I'm just trying to think of a world where he can block here. This, he takes 3 plus 1 is 4, so that's lethal, so he can't do that. I think we just attack with everyone. And loot with Kavu. Maybe, I think this is correct. Unless I did math wrong, which is quite possible. They have first strike and trample, and he can't block Scion. Okay. He has to block his whole board. Can't do that. He's going to try and not trade his board, but I think he has to. Oh, did I do the math wrong? No, yeah, he's figuring that out too. Okay, I did the math correctly, I believe. There's no way for him to keep the troll alive. He's got to trade. So he goes to 1 and has the Street Wraith. Oh, maybe I do lose. Did I do the math wrong? I was supposed to just attack with Scion, I think. Oh no, I didn't think there was a way for him to do that. For some reason, I was thinking he'd do 3 damage to me and I die. No, I think I still like my line then. Okay. All right, well, disregard all that because I'm an idiot. I thought I was at less than 9 life. So now he has to outburst or something. I could have held this Kavu maybe. That was probably a smarter play. Okay, that's not going to do it. What was the point of that? He needs a way to kill Scion, which he doesn't have. He has 1 card in hand. All right, well, we won anyway, so sorry. Sorry for all the hemming and hawing. I'm just an idiot. I don't know why I thought I was at less life. Yeah, for some reason I thought I was at less than 9. Sweet. All right, we got there against Living End. Sorry about that. I'm an idiot. My line was good. That was the only block he'd take to not die, and it set me up to, he could have Living Ended again, but he, I think, was out of Living Ends. No, he had 1 left in the deck, probably. All right, sorry, I'm just an idiot. So, we're fine then. 1 against Living End. We did take the optimal line. For some reason, I thought you would have lethal. He didn't. I think it was right to play that Kavu there. And we got there. So 4-2. I'll see you guys for round 7. Okay, we are back for round 7. Final round. I think I keep this. Opponent could be on Scam or Omnath. We'll see. Still think it's a keep, though. If we get Scam turn 1, they got to take the Tribal Flames, and they'll probably take, like, the Kavu or something. Okay, Spirebluff Canal can be Murktide, could be Living End. Looks like just Murky Tease. Do I draw a Bolt? Draw my own monkey, so... Think about this for a second. So if I go green-blue, my Nacattl's a 1-1, he probably just bolts it. If I play... Whatever I play, he's going to just bolt. But next turn... Just trying to sequence my fetches. Go green-white. Let's try this. I'm just going to play our Nacatl. Hopefully he doesn't have a removal spell. There is a world where he doesn't. It's probably not this world, but it could exist. He did keep 7, so like I said, probably has a removal spell. Plays land first. Interesting. So what does he have in hand? He has no Bolt, no Unholy Heat. He's probably just holding up Counterspell then. Which... Jams turn 3 Blood Moon. It's bad for me, but I'll have a Ragavan on board. So I'm just thinking this through. So... we could play Ragavan first. I guess we'll just trade Ragavans if he has counter mine, so that's fine. He, again, doesn't have a removal spell, doesn't have Shredder, could have Blood Moon, but then I'll get Ragavan on board. Playing around a counter spell. Yep. I like the counterspell art, Mercadian Masks. Nice throwback. I will trade Ragavans here. That's a good trade for me. With my hand, too. See if he top decks something. Yeah. Maybe just jams Blood Moon here, but... Nope, DRC plus counterspell up, probably. So you can put land. Unlikely he can get something else in the graveyard. Again, he could have counterspell up again, which is fine. Still gonna go get 5 types. We're shocking aggressively here, but we're also we're doing it. Kavu can also shrink the DRC. Okay, opponent has second counterspell. And very predictable hand. Put subtlety in the yard. Still no delirium. Co-iteration here. Find like Unholy Heat. You know, it is what it is though. He's got 2 cards in hand. I still like my sequences. I resolved everything. I'm ahead on board. See if he just has iteration though. That'd be a card that would hurt me here. Second DRC is not that scary. Still doesn't have delirium. All right, now we're in really good shape. So let's loot away this. Actually, let's exile. Could exile the land from his graveyard, or we could loot away one of these. Let's keep these DRCs small. It's bad if he just has another fetch land though. So I think we're just going to be aggressive here and discard to draw. Okay. He could have another counter spell up. See how he blocks here. Decides to block. Nope, decides not to block. I think we're just going to wait here to... I think there's a reason to play this land right now. Blood Moon could be a reason, but I can bind it in response. Could loot away this land. See if he has Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would be a reason to play it. So I think we're just going to wait on this binding. I don't want him to play Murktide here. I'm like very far ahead. Obviously, if he goes Iteration, he goes Iteration. He's showing he has Counterspell up, though. Yeah. Easy peasy. All right, we got there. This was a pretty easy game. We had the double stub to kind of sequence things right, and my opponent telegraphed his hand very obviously what he was doing, so that was easy to play around. Usually we don't have multiple stubs like that in hand to be able to like play that game, but we could today, so got the win. Now let's look at sideboarding. Let's bring in our Tear Asunders. Let's bring in our Rest in Peace and Chain of the Rocks. Let's take out our Reprieves just because they're so efficient with their spells. Take out a couple Tribal Flames. Take out a couple Brawlers, just gets a Bolt. And I think that's where we're going to be at. I don't think Teferi could come in. Nah. And I think the rest, I want to keep the 4 Ragavans in. I want to keep the 1-drops in, I think. So we're on the draw, so we have a few more 1-drop options, some more extra removal. So I think we like this. This hand's really good on the draw against a Ragavan, but it's a little risky, so I have enough pressure. I still might keep it, though. Hopefully we draw into action. This is a little risky, but, like... All right, turn 1 DRCR. We'll still bolt that. Okay, that's not what we want to see. Maybe I should just mulligan this hand. Do have to be worried about Blood Moon here. So we might potentially turn to... I wonder if I could sequence that differently. Yeah, I could have done Sacred Foundry there. I should have thought about that more. The opponent just has nothing. Also fine. If I draw some action here. Okay, Nacatl's good. I think I'm just going to go basic Forest Nacatl. Seems a little weird, but... So I could sequence that bear, and this could have been a red, white, and then I would have forest, and I'd be in a very good spot right now. So yeah, that was definitely a missequence there. I didn't think about it. I thought about it too fast, but because I could have gone red, white, bolted him, and if I don't do anything... Yeah, I mean, this ended up being okay, but that should be a 3/3 Nacatl, so it could die to like an Unholy Heat without Delirium right now. So that's, I mean, unpunished now. It's just a bolt anyway. Again, if he Blood Moons me, he Blood Moons me. I think I wanted the basic forest, though, to get something on board. And we at least had answers, and now we at least have an answer if he goes another threat. That's a Ragavan or a DRC. I don't think he's going to go Blood Moon like this. Again, he's just holding up counter spells. Just, like, fine. I'd like to draw into some action, though. Come on, dude. Are you serious? Okay. Wait. If he has Spell Pierce, I don't want to Tribal Flames into Spell Pierce. Did I mess up picking my land again? No, I need to get black and white. So I'll probably just get basic planes here. Again, I guess he's going to go Murktide with something up. Let's go... Double blue. We probably want multiple white sources. Maybe not. Just get a basic planes. I'll get a white source. Yeah, maybe this hand wasn't a keep. Grab Jegantha. I'm assuming he's just going to go Murktide with Counterspell up or something, where he just has nothing, but it's probably like Counterspell, stuff like that. Yeah, so we kept a 4-lander and then we drew 3 lands. So not exactly where we want to be at, but we did have the answer for his 1 threat. Bobble. Okay. So no Shredder in hand, or else he would go on Shredder first. No DRC in hand, or else he would go on DRC first. So what does he have in hand? Murktide, maybe just 2 counter spells, Spell Pierce, things like that. Okay, looks like he's going for it. He wanted to shuffle that away. Yeah. Let's get another blue source. Maybe just another Zagoth Triome. And we still have the Heath in hand for basic planes. Okay, sweet. So let's start off with Nacatl. Let's go with red. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. Expecting a counterspell at some point. Okay. I don't know what my opponent has in hand. Sees maybe Fury. Yeah. Okay. Probably just counterspells. Gotta be wary of Spell Pierce here, but he dashes Monkey. I think my opponent just has nothing. I think we are finally gonna thin and just get our planes now. Sweet. We can jam Jegantha into an obvious counterspell. We wait. Yeah, that's not correct. Opponent's literally doing nothing. He's gonna draw a card off Fiery Eyelid, I guess. Okay, we're not. We're just gonna like skip his turn. School 2. Keep thinning. So that's a million counters in hand. We've got 1 blue source, 2 blue sources, 2 green sources. Dude, are you serious? Let's play this. Play 2 life. We'll just jam this into a counterspell at this point. I think it's worth waiting. Or another Unholy Heat. I could have waited till I had another like 1-drop to do, but like we're just not getting anywhere. Now at least he can hold up Binding, which is what I was trying to do. Consider. So he's probably got like 2 more counterspells in hand. Bin's an Unholy Heat. Or sorry, Bin's draw. Oh, they did put a okay, iteration. Now he can probably play Murktide plus counterspell backup. It's Bobble. That's pretty bad. Wow, he's just like bricking this much. But I guess I'm also bricking this much. It literally just drawn lands. At some point he's gonna play Murktide, right? Unless he like sideboarded it out. Yeah, my library. I mean, I've thinned so much. I gotta have straight gas on top, right? Right? Do we want to bind this now, knowing that? I think we do. I'm gonna run out of sources in my deck, right? Because like, what fetchables do I even have left? I have blue red out here, green blue, green black. I have Temple Garden left. I don't know why he's not drawing cards. I think he might be double queued and just not be paying attention. Kind of confused by this whole sequence. Is he trying to play Murktide with double counterspell? I mean, obviously the Murktide's coming down. I still think it was correct to bind the DRC. It was just trying to play around binding this whole time. So yeah, I guess he's got Murktide plus 2 counterspells in hand. But it doesn't really matter because I have nothing I can do at this point. I'm not. I could have thinned there, but I think my life total matters. But now we're just dead in 2 turns, so that was fun. So I mean, we kept the land without threats and then proceeded to draw a million lands. So I don't know if that had been a monkey. Like you can, generally I don't like to keep those 0 threat hands, but it had enough interaction. I thought, and I had a draw step. I was like, oh, I'll probably draw into something. Not really. And I drew. Maybe you can say I didn't play Jegantha at the right time, like stuff like that. Like if you let Jegantha resolve and I had Stubby D up, then. But again, he just has 2 counter spells in Murktide. I guess that's what he's trying to play through. But see if I can get a Scion down. I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah. Okay. GG. So we got flooded out that game. Let's see if we can win game 3 on the play, though. Keep. See if my opponent has an answer. They didn't like what was on top. Okay. To be expected. Alright, 3 types in the graveyard, which is kind of annoying, but they just use an Unholy Heat. We could dash here. I don't think that accomplishes anything, though. Also, argument to fetch differently than how I just did to save life, so I don't have to triple. So I could have gone red, blue, green, black, and then basic planes turn 3. There's an argument for that, especially with what I have in hand. No, but then I could have gotten double red on turn 3. That would be the reason to do that. Hopefully he doesn't just have like dress down. It's not look like it, but he could. Yep. Okay. Well. Play monkey. What up, stub / Tear Asunder? Blood Moon? Season Pyro. That's very annoying. Very good answer to Ragavan, obviously. All right, well, my opponent has really been able to answer everything I've done so far very well. You know, turn 1 Unholy Heat, turn 2 dress down. So, and now they walled my monkey. So kudos to them. We could lose this game. We're like not in a great position. But they just kind of had the right curve out to us. And I need like a Scion to push through these tokens. Shocks. Is this Murktide? Iteration. I don't want to stub it. I'll let him iterate. He obviously has counterspell up. Gets another DRC. Yep. Probably Spell Pierce. Need a Scion of Draco, please. Chain's pretty good. Chain the DRC. And I can't bind. Could chain the Spyro. Nah, DRC. Maybe loot away this Tear Asunder. It's not really getting me anywhere. Could be good against Murktide, but I got Binding plus Stub, so. Second Binding. Should trump with one of the tokens, right? Yeah. Okay, we're not in an amazing position, but we're in an okay position. Second iteration. It's Monkey. Dashes Monkey. Nope, plays Monkey. Show me a Scion, please. We're gonna loot away one of these bindings. Do I want to bind Monkey now? Probably not. I don't think there's a world where he chumps with it. He's probably gonna try chunk with Spyro. Could exile a card from his graveyard, but nope. So I use a binding now because he clearly wants to get it back. I think I do. You could argue this is a stupid play. I could have done that before combat, obviously. I'll trade Ragavans. So I know what he's obviously trying to do. Or make him actually do something. Third iteration. How many iterations can he cast? Yeah, so I could have done it before combat. I think, yeah, it would have been smart to do it before combat. He would have had chump with other token. Unholy Heat. Unholy Heat plus counterspell? Where? Okay. Yeah, I don't like that time. I could have pushed through more damage. I should have binded earlier. Okay. Could still have Spell Pierce. Yeah, I mean, we might lose this game. I don't know. I just got impatient, I guess. I shouldn't have cared about that. Okay, perfect. Hmm. You could argue not to do this because you could go Murktide, but also he probably has Counterspell up anyway for Murktide. He has casted 3 iterations in a row, so like that's a way to lose the game for sure. For me, that's like his best card. Bobble. He has Fury. Does he have a land plus Murktide plus? Okay, just has Unholy Heat. Sure. Dash Ragavan, so third Ragavan. So you have double. He's only got 1 card in hand, so he's worried about whatever's on top. Clearly, that's why he's doing this. Is it Kavu or something? Yeah, it is Kavu. I mean, that's it's a smart play. We're gonna lose this game. Oh my god, unreal. I mean, it was the battle, but it's turn 7 just took too long, and I guess that was just a bad play with that Spyro. We're gonna fucking lose this game. This is unreal. Opponent has had 1 card in hand. Maybe I shouldn't have cared about Spyro and just be like, you can get your tokens back. I don't care. But it just lined up so well against my hand. Like Unholy Heat dressed down Spyro against my hand. That was Ragavan, Kavu. It's just like you couldn't have had a better lineup to the start. And then 3 iterations in a row. So I'm like, fuck. I just got dunked on here. Because he dashes Monkey again. I'm like almost dead. Yeah, because he probably has a counterspell or an Unholy Heat in hand. Yeah, I just don't. I guess I just wasted that binding on a Spyro, but I couldn't. I needed the Scion to push damage through, and maybe I just got too impatient. And now he can like loot with Kavu. It's just like so bad for me. I'm just mad at myself. But I don't know. He just had the thing that just lined up perfectly. That's really all it was. I don't know what 3 iterations in a row are probably what made the difference, honestly. And that's just is what it is. Like, I don't know how I get out of this game, because he probably has a counterspell up. He's gotten so much card draw. All right, exiles my planes. Okay. DRC, yeah, this game's over. And Murktide? Yeah. That's the game. That's the game. I'm so mad. Fuck. Okay, well, it is what it is. Like, I obviously wasn't the best sequence maybe to bind that. It was a waste of a binding, so I could have used that binding. I don't know, I just got greedy. But he still could have just kept walling. Like, I couldn't get through with Kavu, because I didn't have a Kavu and I didn't have a Brawler, and he could have just kept walling me with them. And then he just kept dunking on me with, like, my own stuff. So I don't think I can win now. So let's trace it back to the play that ruined it. It was the binding, the Pyro, Spees and Pyro. But even if I don't do that, like, I just didn't have enough pressure. He answered Unholy Heat, dressed down, and then iteration, and I just couldn't get enough pressure on him. Like, I had Tear Asunder and stuff like that, and I kept drawing bindings, which weren't terrible, but weren't great in that position. And I tried to bind his threats, but he had a bunch of Ragavans and stuff like that. So it is what it is. It was a very close game, but I could have played it better. I just don't know. I just felt like his hand lined up perfectly against mine. That's what it was. And I guess I shouldn't have used the binding that way, for sure. I don't know. 4-3 is... I was hoping for a 5-2, but we just couldn't get there. All right, well, the list felt great. I think, I don't have any comments to the list. I'm not super happy about my playing. The result, 4-3, not great. We did ironically lose to 2 of our best matchups, which are Tron and Mill. And again, I think I punted against Tron. Against Murktide, I guess I'd call that a punt. It was definitely not an optimal play. And but even if I had held on to those bindings, I don't know that I was like getting out of that. Because he just had the perfect answers to slow me down, and then strung 3 iterations in a row to find what he needed. So it's not that surprising that you get the result like that. Yeah. All right, well, the list feels good. I just wish I played it a little better and maybe would have gotten a 5-2 or 6-1 if I had played better. But anyway, if you enjoy this kind of content, thanks for watching, and you can subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.